you know, this is his chance, and I thought it'd be appropriate to quote Dumb and Dumber to totally redeem himself. And he could do that by calling a special session. That's right. And get a vote and get a full forensic audit on the Dominion voting systems. They've been proven across the country to flip votes from Trump to Biden, and probably down the ticket for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, we got a lot of close races in the Senate.
Yeah.
Look at Michigan.
Absolutely.
That's a close race. That might flip. Who knows? But we're never going to know until Governor Ducey does his job. What we put him in for, quit acting like a damn Democrat. Now, Katie Hobbs, as you guys know, called every one of you here neo-Nazis.
That's right. Okay. They can call us whatever they want. I don't care.
I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of the left and those whack jobs calling us racist, homophobes, and everything else.
That don't make it true.
And I'm here to tell Katie Hobbs and all her minions over there, if you got nothing to hide, then why are you so against this independent audit? All we want is an independent audit on these machines, and we want an audit on every legal vote in Arizona. And I'm willing to bet when that happens,
things will change.
Arizona's going to remain red, and President Trump's going to remain red. Now, I want you guys to know, too, like many of the other speakers, you need to contact and email and call until your fingers hurt from pressing the buttons. Clint Hickman, Steve Chukri, Jack Sellers, Bill Gates, and that's at the Maricopa,
Board of Supervisors.
Katie Hobbs' office, the Secretary of State, Governor Ducey's office. Call constantly, email them, demand a full audit on the Dominion machines and every vote in this state. Listen, they've forgotten, and I'm here to remind everybody that according to our Constitution, all the power is inherent in the people.
That's right. That's right.
Not some of it, not a little bit, all of it.
Amen. They work for us.
Now, to prove my point with that, Governor Ducey put us, the first shutdown. I own a gym here also in California. So I shut down for a few weeks, and I was pissed. And I know a lot of people, a lot of people were not happy about that. Him picking and choosing is not right. So, but I found a way. A good friend of mine, David Jose, said, "Hey Josh, have you read the Arizona State Constitution?" I said, "Yes, of course. Let me show you something." ARS 26317 says, in the first half of it, that if you're in the public, which we're not, you have to follow his order. But the second half of the ARS 26317 says if you're in the private, you can tell them to kick rocks.
Yeah.
So that was the whole premise of what we began. So I moved my business into the private. I also moved self-made training centers into the private. I also moved Mountainside Fitness, as you guys know. They had all those problems. They got moved into the private. Now they still got to fight the public stuff beforehand. But if you look at their front doors, it'll say Private Membership Association. And what that does, that protects us, the people, in the private from his BS emergency order. Now, let me show you the power of this. So I got a friend, Tommy, in New Jersey, owns Top Shelf Fitness.
Yeah.
He was having the same problems there with that moron, Governor Murphy. So he actually ended up going to court. We took him into arbitration. They didn't know what was happening. It was pretty funny. So we took him to a constitutional arbitration, and then he got awarded $1.2 million. It was funny because they had no idea what was happening. It was great. Same thing in California, John Franco, Coliseum Boot Camp. You can look it up. He was awarded $455,000. So what we do is we put penalties in this. We put penalties in here in this affidavit. We put penalties in and we tell them, you're going to mess with this, you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm calling on everybody else to do here. These affidavits are powerful. And we have a lady named Carrie. She's on the walkway to the Capitol. She's in a Statue of Liberty outfit. If you have seen any type of voter fraud, you were told to press the green button to put your ballot through, or if you have any other questions about moving your business into the private to protect yourself, simply get a hold of me, talk to me afterwards. But if you have anything, please get an affidavit, because if it's not an affidavit, it's just a story. It doesn't mean anything. So it's upheld legally, and that's what we need right now, and that's what Giuliani's been asking for. My team's in D.C. right now. They have information about voter fraud from 16 and 18, and they wanted to see it. So my team's out there, and they gave them everything. So we got to do what we can to clean up this state. But we also, like, you guys got to get involved. You got to be involved. And Dave Farnsworth is right. Senator Farnsworth said you have to get involved with the party. There's a lot of rhinos here that need to get booted. And if I have to see another Jeff Flake or a Cindy McCain, and I probably shouldn't say those names just for my own political reasons, right?
It's all right.
But you know what? I ran for the right reasons. I don't give a what they think.
That's right. Amen.
These people are worse to me than any Democrat.
Yeah, they are.
They're nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Amen. Right.
And I'm telling you, in 2022, we've already identified who you people are, like Brian said, and we've been talking a lot with many other people around the state. And we are going to primary you out. We're going to put true conservative constitutionalists into the state and into Congress. So I want to thank everybody. And remember, call all your legislators. Call and tell them that you demand an audit. Okay? You demand an audit. And let's get President Trump in here 4 more years.
Thank you, Josh. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years. 4 more years.
4 more years. 4 more
Working hard.
4 more years.
This is the best. Look.
You know, as we chant 4 more years, I ask myself, I'm like, man, I tell myself, I'm like, there's no way. President Trump has gotten a true 73 million votes. A true, an honest, higher now, yeah, but we have gotten the right amount, the biggest election, the amount of votes received by a president, and it's just like, how are we sitting here handling this? How is this happening to us? You know, it's so discerning, but you know, I'll tell you guys something. I don't mind putting this out there. We brought up the rhinos of here. Many of you know Cindy McCain. Let me tell you something. We stood right here, this exact place we stood. We threw child sex trafficking against child sex trafficking rallies a couple months ago. We had a couple thousand people fill up this whole bowl against child sex trafficking. It was amazing. You know what I got a call from? I got a call from the Arizona Republic. The guy said, "Hey Adele, Cindy McCain's on the governor's board and she made a comment about what you guys are doing." I go, "Okay, let's hear it." And they go, "You know, she's saying what you're doing is not actually helping child sex trafficking." She said it's a part of the conspiracy.
That is a bold-faced lie.
So the guy asked me, he goes, "Adele, so let me ask you something, you know, so we don't, you know, just to understand if it is a conspiracy or not." He said, "Do you think that people higher up," because he's looking for conspiracy theory. He said, "Do you think people higher up are involved?" I said, "Well, let me ask you something." He goes, "What?" I go, "If you don't pay your taxes, do they show up at your doorstep?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Then how the hell does a $150 billion industry go without being taxed?" There's somebody higher up. And he's like, "Okay, so next question," and moved on because they can't handle it. They don't want to hear it. And Cindy McCain has the audacity to stand up against people that are trying to stand against child sex trafficking. But Cindy, while you and your late husband fought child sex trafficking, it just seemed to grow. It just seemed to get bigger and bigger. So tell us what we're doing wrong, Cindy, because I got a lot to tell you. And this is what we're dealing with in our state, guys, where we can stand and unite, but our politicians and our legislators, well, they want to put us down. And it's in your power to make change. It's in your power to get loud. It's in your power to make sure we have the right people running for the powers here in the state. We can't be fighting child sex trafficking to have the governor's board saying we're doing something wrong. That's wrong.
They're all pedophiles.
And it's concerning, guys. It's concerning. So, HonestElections2020.com allows you to go and find all the legislators from your state. It allows you to get a hold of them. It gives you their contact information and everything. I push you guys to use that. There was one more website. Hey, guys. What was that website?
Let's go to their house. Let's start standing in front of their home.
ElectionAuditNow.org, and you can reach out to the Maricopa County supervisors and everybody and push for an audit. ElectionAuditNow.org. Everybody needs to go there and push. If you're standing here to fight, you need to go to that. ElectionAuditNow.org. Okay? We will push for an audit. We are going to get an audit, and Arizona is going to stay red. A patriot that we've had. Hey, Griffin, are you here by chance, Griffin? Griffin, get your ass up here. Come here, buddy. Guys, I have to bring this guy up. He approached me and said, "Hey, Del, can I sing?" And I said, "Man, you're welcome to sing." And he sang the other night. And if he doesn't move you with this Star Spangled Banner, I don't know what does. Griffin, get on up here, brother. I knew he'd be here. I said, let's hear it, Griffin. Let's hear what you got. I swear to God, he started singing. I go, whoa, 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 whoa. And then the whole crew got around. Everybody take off your hats, raise those flags, and let's give Griffin a little listen.
Let me switch my hand here. There we go. Gotta do it properly. All right. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
USA, 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 USA.